Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Cardinals lead the league in sacks, and they'll be up against the Eagles team that will need to try and keep that pass rush off balance.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barber. A big gain there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week. Off to a really, really hot start.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Well, they blocked the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. First carry now. This is Johnson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Here we go.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Barber. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back that up. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Evans coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on third down, Watson. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff, Johnson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
To throw on second is Watson. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with a... Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Let's go! Fran 38! Fran 38! Flex round! Flex round!
After the interception, here's Watson dumping it off for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Fran 38! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Check 3.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Ohio, here we go! Fran 38!
Now a first down throw. Watson. Bryant with a catch right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They try the left side with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On second down, Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw
in the end zone? And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there, 79 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Watson on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Cooks will come in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd down, that's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. On 1st and 10, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Let's go! Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island's over there. Single receiver. Kill.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Watson to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. A swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson as the 1st half is winding down. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he will make it into the end zone. He's in for 2 points. And how about that for a turnaround prior to halftime? So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, the spin.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First down, Watson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing again is Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long. It's Watson going up top. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson going deep downfield for Ross. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
On first down, it's Watson. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Watson now on first and 10. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards. To throw is Watson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Complete to Bryant. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas In there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down.
Here we go.
To throw on second is Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Here we go. Brand 38. Ohio.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Watson throwing on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Pretty move. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back to throw here. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over. Good.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. In motion left goes Cooks. Shipped together here from the D-line. Here's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure. And got his man complete. The 30, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guy?
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets around him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it. This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
Philly, here we go. Leopard.
They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Come on, let's go.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, here's Watson. Forced pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Third and long, it's Watson. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they can go out there and knock them down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's 3rd and short. From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barber. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, the teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And tough starting field position here.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Check 52. Let's go! Ryan 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
Here's Watson now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the slot man goes in motion left. And the play clock's running down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So they're operating in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go to Johnson again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on third and long. Watson. Left side, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, it's Watson. Underneath for Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know, they're...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Let's go! What?
Shift together here from the D-line. In motion left moves Nelson. Watson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona,
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the...
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 23 carries, 90 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals in this first quarter.